Great afternoon. This is another episode of EY's Conversation with Eugenia Event. All right, EY's Conversation of Elevation it is. And tonight, my special guest is Miss Tiana, aka Adige, the queen, this dope queen here. We're going to talk about what she's doing. You're welcome. I'm impressed because I met her probably 2008-ish, 9-ish. I don't know. She was like fresh out of high school. And she was at the camp helping out. She was also performing. She is amazing. I admire her. And then we end up being at the same church. And then she just does a lot of great things. So she also has her own show on YouTube. And if you watch at the bottom of this thing here, it tells us about her, how you can reach out, subscribe guys to her YouTube channel, support her. She is a wonderful young lady. She's a single mom, I think. You single mom? Okay, I know she's a mom, but I know she's single. She's a single mom. Yes. She's just doing her thing. Great young lady. She has a great daughter, and she's a great job as a mother. But she's also passionate about what she does. So, Adige, welcome to the EY Conversation Elevation Show. Thank you for being a part.
Thank you for inviting me.
My pleasure. So, tell us, girl, what is going on in your world today? What are you doing?
I'm sorry, it's breaking up. I guess it's me.
No,
and
no
your
problem.
Okay,
see me?
Now you're back. Okay.
Great. Okay, tell us. How did Adige, we're gonna talk about what you're doing, but what does Adige stand for? Why did you come up with this name? What's going on? Talk to us.
Okay, so like in 2002, I had began rapping, which started from me writing poems actually. So I just decided to turn those poems into raps, because my main inspiration at the time were my brothers, because they would always freestyle around the house. And then also I was trying to figure out, okay, what my calling really was. And I knew that acting was my main thing, career wise, when I was 7. But as time went on, I realized that I had the ability to rap. So a lot of people from church would hear me rap. I don't know how it came about, where I got introduced to a guy named Kenny Mack at the time, who was at our church, and he produced my first album. And at around that time, I was still shy, still timid, still, I don't know if this is good for me. I'm still in my shy shell, but it helped me to break out of that. And like I said, in 2002, when it began with me writing more raps, that's when I was looking for a rap name. And the prophecy came from one of the elders at the church, when they used to call it parking lot saints. And so we were out there in the parking lot one Wednesday night, and one of the elders came to me in the prayer circle, or whatever you wanted to call it. And part of what he was saying was, God told me to tell you that you're a diamond in God's eyes. And that stuck with me for a long time. And to tie it all in, when I was looking for a rap name, that came back to mind. A diamond in God's eyes. And there was no rearranging of letters, words, or anything like that. And when I looked at it after I wrote it down on a napkin, it spelled out Adige, which, I mean, I was just trying to see how to pronounce it, and Adige was the first thing that came to mind. So to put it all together, Adige came from God, and the prophecy of what it stood for came from pretty much one of the elders, God using him to just give me that confirmation.
That's beautiful. I mean, 'cause I like the sound of it. Like, for a long time, until tonight, actually, I thought that was your name, Adige.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Yeah, and that's beautiful, because you are a diamond in God's eyes, and you're beautiful, and that's a beautiful name. So that's perfect. Obviously. So tell us what you got your role modeling. I'm trying to look at Facebook Live while we're talking. So sorry if I look down. I'm still listening. I'm just trying to see if anyone comments or anything. Yeah. So you had your inspiration from your brothers. Were they older brothers? Were they older?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So my brothers are 2 years older than me. They're twins. And like I said, they were heavy into the freestyling at the time, and they still are, and they still write here and there and do their music as well. But just to hear them, it gave me a little bit more motivation to come out of that shyness that I was in, to even do anything. And so, since music was so heavy in that arena at the time, well, in the household with them, I was like, why not dab into it, and why not, give it a shot? Because
I,
I didn't really, I heard about the female rappers at the time, like Lil Kim and MC Light and all of them, and it was like, okay, why not do it with a gospel twist? So,
right.
like I said, I gave it a shot. Nashville is my native home, and that's where I kind of, you know, built that path and that journey. Being a female rap artist here.
I'm proud of you. I watched some. You had a thing you did at Mount Zion a while back. You were dancing and stuff,
Yeah.
and yeah, that was really dope. So now I want to talk some more to you. But you want to share a little bit of your stuff with us? Do you want to go freestyle? Or you want to just give us a little bit of what you do?
So I haven't been given the gift to freestyle. I've tried a few times, but I stay away from that because I choose
Okay.
not to embarrass myself. But I write pretty much every song that I have. Music wise, I don't know if you wanted me to share the song now, but
Yeah, please go ahead.
this is a song called Anything Goes. It's the latest one that I actually did. I wrote it and produced it, so the beat that you hear is what I did. And that's what I've been trying to, steer myself into with the whole production and everything. So this is called Anything Goes, and it's basically saying anything goes if it ain't good for the soul. So self-explanatory, but I'll play it for you.
When you do play that, I'll ask you some questions about the song. If y'all have any questions out there watching, please chime in and ask questions. But go ahead, we're gonna listen to this beat. It's a dope beat. She produces. I didn't know that,
Yeah.
and she wrote the words to the lyrics. Go ahead now.
Yeah.
Listen.
Thank you. Here we go.
Being on the verge every day, gaining a little more faith. The hunger and thirsty for change, but them birdies keep losing their weight. I'm waking up, pray they no slave. Repeat without any delays. Don't confuse that when you see me wait. Cause I'm patient, but man, but you wait. Reach goes, don't blame failure. Aim high, you a go-getter. Anytime you get fed up, don't let up, get more better. Keep it haters for that motivation. You the topic of the conversation. Stood up on me like an ovation when I clap back on the conversation. Steady spectators see me on the move. Perpetrators, they be jealous too. Talking like I ain't been around, but I've been down since '02. Spitting heat on my own beat. Child, please, you don't know me. Leveled up on this rap game when they dipped on me in my whole team.
You want me to keep it going or stop?
You can stop if you want to. It's up to you. How you feeling? That was pretty dope. Talk about it. I love it.
So the rest of it can be heard on the YouTube channel that you have listed below, because that again is the latest song that I did, and also did a video too, which I did the video as well. So it's like I'm kind of dipping into a lot that ties into one another. So it just came like, just, I want to say, did I write it last year? I don't think I wrote it last year. I think I wrote it the year before, but
Okay.
I was just dealing with it. I still deal with quite a bit, but just one of those things where I just came to the realization of, like, you know what, this is what I'm called to do. I have to be settled in it. I have to be, firm in it, and not, allow myself to continuously be discouraged. And what comes, whether it's rejection, whether it's me just feeling, second guessing what I'm able to do. So with that, it came also with the failed relationships attempts, and just pretty much anything else that I dealt with, work wise, home, family, anything goes if it ain't good for the soul. So
I love that though, and be talking about the haters and all that kind of stuff, because a lot of times, we get discouraged because when you're doing a great work and you're doing a great work, what you're doing is great, and It's your calling. Because you know, your calling is when you do something and it just kind of flows, it's a gift and it's a call. Everyone's not capable and able to do that. Producing, writing, it takes a gifted individual to write. I mean, I have books out, right? But Lord God knows I ain't. Writing it takes a real gift, and I'm just proud of you. Keep the good work. I've been actually on a show that's in Maryland, and she had an interview with another young lady. So I just kind of watched the show to kind of see what she's gonna be about when I'm on her show. And she was a young rapper from Texas, right? And she did something on TikTok and it went viral. So I don't know if you do TikTok or not. Are you TikToking it?
My daughter does more than I do. I'm more so into the dancing if I do get on the TikTok. So
okay, well you ought to try one day. Just do your rap on TikTok. Just try it out because a lot of times that is what you're called to do, right? This rapping and all that. So and sometimes what happens, we get worn out in life. You know, when we're called to do something, but we get worn out with job, just everyday life. You know, because you're a mother, you gotta take care of your family, right? But you have a gift to share with so many people, especially young people, because you're young. And you've been doing it since you were young. So I know the impression I saw from you at the camp, ALC, years ago, those young ladies, they admired that. They followed you. I admired it. I'm an older lady, much older, your mama probably. But, you know, to be able to see what you do and how you flow with it is really amazing. So I want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing and try to find some time, some selfish time, just to make sure you do it on a regular basis because what you have to share to the world is very important. And we need more wholesome stuff for young women. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, you already know you're young and you hear the radio. It ain't on the cable anymore. It's on just regular TV and regular radio. Anything goes if it ain't good for the soul, right? So you have something good for the soul that we need to hear more often and see more often, so that our young women, like your young princess, can see some beautiful art that's clean. Because right now they're looking to the unclean stuff because it's dope, it's cool, it's all this shaking and if you ain't got that money and all that, then I ain't trying to. Da, da, da. It's like, okay, come on, let's bring it back in because at the end of the day, you go after that and that image and you're stuck and you're lost. But what you're giving it not only doesn't provide hope, but it also helps you preserve yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gotta look worn out and old and raggedy. You can still be vibrant and crisp and clear with a good message. And dope. And your beat, you did that beat. That beat is nice. I'm not a dancing girl, but I be trying to act like I'm doing a little something. That beat, you're welcome. That beat is great. So I wanna give you a challenge.
Okay.
Take some time for you at least once a week to get back into your craft because we need it. The world needs it. Young women need it. I mean, young men too, but young women because now the order of the day is to get our young women off track with all the hot girl summers and all that kind of stuff. It's just so much to offer, but it's not healthy. It's not healthy because it's pretty much prostitution in the song, teaching it through music. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to take what you get and give that message and it's still a dope beat, and you're a young girl and you're a pretty young girl. So, help these young people out.
Yeah. When you say challenge, I actually plan to do that because I work in the school system. So with next week being our last week, that's kind of like my shifting moment. So for you to just basically say that as far as the music, I mean, I'm a few steps ahead, like, okay, yeah, this is what I need to do. This is what I can knock out over the summer, just to make sure that it's still relevant to not only what's going on, but to what needs to be said to help encourage other people still.
That's good. I love it. Yeah. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. But yeah, so you plan on doing that. So tell us what that song that you just wrote that we listened to a little bit. Tell us a little bit more about what really. Give us a little history on it. Talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it dealt with a lot, like mainly the relationship attempts, the just family issues, and just the everyday thing, dealing with people in general.
Right.
We come across so many, personalities, And me, I can have a low tolerance for what seems to be ignorant. And so I just uh, my escape a lot of times is the music. Another song that I had wrote is called "Music Is My Therapy," and that's like my self anthem, a personal anthem rather. Just to let people know that I mean I still write music. I still I'm still getting my feet wet every now and then or every chance that I can. And like I said, that's just been the whole gist of that song, along with the other songs that I've written.
And do you have access to that song that you just talked about? The other one, "Music Is My Therapy"?
Music Is My Therapy is actually on my mixtape. I think I want to say this was my first mixtape, but I did this one last year during the whole pandemic. So
How can we buy that one?
access to huh?
How can we buy it if we want to purchase it? How can we purchase it?
Well, it can't be bought because a lot of music I use offline and stuff are at various places, so I can't really get take the credit for that or
Oh, I
collect
see
money
what you're
for it.
saying. Okay, because you use it for different things.
Copyright, but it's I'll have to get back to you on the streams that it's on because I ended up just going hard. I want to say it was on TuneCore or something different that's dealing with the whole media aspect with promoting it. But I did do a listening party last year,
Okay,
and
how's that go?
it was wonderful. I went live on it and got quite a few comments and all that. So it kind of gave me a little bit more, encouragement to just keep doing what I'm doing. And like I said, I sneak in a song here and there, just to let people know that I'm still, dabbling into the music. So I'm still trying to balance out everything else that I've been, talented and gifted to do as well. So just trying to lay it all out.
Well, good evening, Vanessa. She said, "Good evening, ladies." Um,
Hello.
Good evening. So, okay, a listening party sounds pretty cool. So, what happens at a listening party? They just listen to you flow. I mean, what happens?
Yeah, well, yeah. So I just played most of the songs that was on the mixtape. Got a lot of feedback on the ones that they really loved, and I, I very rarely got any negative comments. And I usually receive those a little bit better from people that I actually know who is just like,
Right.
a sis, a girl. It wasn't hitting it right there. But luckily I didn't get that. Because like I was saying earlier, when it deals with rejection, I can kind of be a little of
We
course,
all
they say
can.
we're our own our
Worst
own
critic.
worst critic. Yes, I couldn't get it out for nothing. But yeah, I just I critique a lot. I critique myself, perfectionist, all at the same time. But yet I have a control over what I allow people to say and just persuade me or whatnot. But that was the turnout. It was unexpected, the amount of people that were actually listening and commentating live. But since then, they've still been supporting.
That's good. So now you also act. So, in our church we have the living parables. So you does the acting go along with your flow with the rapping, or you just talk to us about that a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it does because like I was saying when I was 7 years old though, how that came about with me wanting to act. Um, Coincidentally, I would always watch A Different World, and it was the episodes or the seasons where Jada Pinkett was on there, and I always kind of saw myself in her position, like with what she was
Okay.
dealing with. Although I never really dealt with so much of what she was dealing with, but I was like, okay, she's pretty, she's young, and she's really acting this role out. Like I was glued to the TV, and I would also watch the Cosbys and other shows back then. But that I think that right there, that show inspired me to want to become more of an actress. And so when I was about 9, I want to say, I got into my first play at Born Again.
Okay.
And my character was Pride. That was the name of my character. And from then on, that's when I would try to audition for as many plays and skits that they had that involve young people. And I want to say a couple of years ago, after I had left Born Again, I still wanted to do the acting, and so I auditioned for a stage play, A Raisin in the Sun. Of course, that's a popular play,
Yes.
and I had the opportunity to play Ruth, but we have yet to put on the show
Okay.
because the pandemic happened last year.
Yeah.
We were all so pumped. Everybody was ready, had their lines together and all that. I'm still waiting to hear back for when we can do the show,
Okay.
because the director said he's still gonna, keep
Go
everybody,
for
which
it
is a
with.
great thing. And I'm just anticipating that moment to actually get back on stage. But yeah, I do incorporate the acting with my songs because the Mount Zion performance,
Uh-huh.
I felt like I did that more so than I was in my other performances
Yeah,
growing
because
up.
that was really awesome. I saw that. That was hot. I was like, okay, I see you
I,
the other day.
I enjoyed every minute of it. I was like, why not go all out, put the
You
acting
did
in
it.
and everything, and I appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, I like every chance I would get, I would kind of mix it together, because that's what I see. I didn't too much see it as a performance thing, but more like a presentation of what the song meant and what it's talking about. Because a lot of songs that I write, I try to give a beginning, middle, and end, kind of like with the language class. They always tell you to do a beginning, middle, and end. So that
Mhm.
has been my focus, so to speak, when it comes to writing. So,
Okay. Anything in particular you want to share with us tonight?
um, song wise or what?
Just anything. Hey, this show. You have your own show. Talk about that for a minute. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so you're talking about, if you're talking about finding myself remedy, it's so I'm dabbing back into the whole psychology field. That's been a major that I've wanted to major in college, because I started going back in 2017, but then I had to take a break because everything full time was hitting me so hard that it was kind of becoming overwhelming. So I had to take a break, but I still plan to get back into it so that I can graduate with something substantial, so that I can be in that field, work in that field. So finding myself remedy is just like my holding piece for doing that. And so what I've been doing is interviewing different people about different situations that we may be dealing with, whether it be similar or whether it be with our culture, or just overall situations or circumstances that we face. And so far, the responses of people have been, I mean, it's just like it just amazes me
Yeah.
how people support you. But it's like I'm a visual learner, so I have to see it. And so when I see the amount of views and things like that, it's just like, oh, okay, somebody's watching it. And then when I get a comment, oh, that was great, that was, so it's like, oh, y'all really are watching. Okay, so it's okay. So I
Yeah.
just keep it going. Um, and like I said, I did that. I started that like 2 or 3 years ago when I started by myself, and I want to jump back into doing it by myself, but yet give that balance in a visual way. But I've been doing interviews with different people, like I said, about different things: single moms, single fathers, growing up in the projects, because I had two in-law relatives that grew up in the projects, and we had an interview, and that conversation was phenomenal, because it's like I would have never known that you guys grew up in the projects. So I grew up in the projects as well, and so we had a great chemistry that evening on that conversation. So
I saw the one with the dad, with the daughters, and then I saw the one with the mom. So I was like, okay, I see you. It was really good to see you doing that. Um, I want to do, and I've been talking about it even this past weekend after launching. I'm looking forward to doing Let's Undress the Pig.
hmm
So I want a lot of different people, men and women, different viewpoints, of course. And I want to talk about this pig, because a lot of times, dealing with people, you talk about psychology, you have people that they put on this facade. Everything's perfect, but really on the inside, they're just trashy. And I don't mean trashy like, but they just got so much hurt and so much unforgiveness and so much unresolved issues going on that they use the outer shell, they doll it up and dress it up so that they don't have to deal with the inner shell.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so much easier. Like when you're comfortable and you're cool with the skin you're in, you come on here, natural hair, and just be cool because you know that you're dominant in love. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to be all like fancy and like, hey, I'm Adige. It's like, hey, I'm Adige. What's up? What's up? Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that the greater is he that's within you than he that's within this world. So you glowing, no matter where you at, you gonna shine like a diamond always, right? And so I want to talk about that because so often, especially in our Black community, we have so many of us been taught the wrong way. Mm-hmm. It's all about image. Image is everything. Image is key. Make sure you have the dopest car. Make sure you have the dopest stuff. Make sure you have the dopest clothes. Have to have the nice hairstyle. Nice as this, nice as that. And it's like, and that's good. Appearance is everything. Yes, cool. But when your insides is jacked, it really don't matter how nice your stuff is because eventually that funkiness is going to start seeping out, right? Mm-hmm. So I want to do that. I'm really it's getting closer and closer. I have people I met this week and they're ready to do it. They want me to actually come to Atlanta and do it so we can just kind of break it off. So I want to dive into that because I think that's going to be a healing. That's going to help a lot of people let go of some stuff. Mm-hmm. Because I know I have people watch my show and I love all my people that love me to say, hey, girl, don't be on there looking like that. And it's like, I understand, but sometimes we gotta know that I'm natural like everybody else. I'm human like everyone else. I don't always come on here with my hair looking good and my clothes looking the best because at the end of the day, I want them to know I'm real. They can identify. Everyone can identify everything, but if you're authentic, they can feel the authenticism and what you're talking about. Like you're sharing, the different topics you're sharing. People need to know that I'm not by myself. Mm-hmm. I think when I was younger, I was preaching at 13, 14, 15, 16, Pentecostal, doing a thing. And I got married right after high school graduation. I graduated, the very next day I got married. So then I ended up having, being married, having children. People thought I was perfect. They thought I was like the Cosby Show, And when I got divorced, they were like, oh my God, you're normal. I'm like, I've always been normal. They're like, we just thought you were just such this, that, and the other. So they were able to open up to me because they realized I was human like everybody else. So I said to say that we have to make people know that it's okay to be okay. It's okay to have a not so good day. It's okay to have a not so good moment, So anyway, I got off track, but just to think how, you talked about your show because I've been watching your show. I've been kind of stalking you, a little bit, so I can.
That's fine. It's all good.
If I'm really
proud of crazy comments like most people would do.
No, I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you because I don't know you, but I know you. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember you gave me your first business card and we talked. I said, I would get you to something because I was at that time I was started off my EY conference. I was started off with Eugenie Vet, emotional wellness, and that was like in 2014 when I started my journey. And now it's like, okay, here I am on a whole nother level, on a whole nother platform. What we're gonna do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of you watching you. I'm just really proud of you. I'm glad you gave me some of your time tonight. So I know you're tired. You got things to do. Go to bed. I get it. But I thank you for taking that time. Tell people how they can reach you, how they can support you. If they want to contribute to what you're doing, they may want to sow into your business and your brand. Tell them how they can do all that, please.
So if you're speaking monetary and sewing, I do have a Cash App. It's the $ my MY ATI and the letter M. So my ATM. And so that's that part. But
hold on. $ M Y.
Yeah, my. I say so. $ my, the letter A, the letters TI. And the letter M. Yeah.
Okay, I did it wrong. Look at the bottom of the screen. Hold on a second. I did it wrong,
Yeah, just put the I between the T and the M. But musically, I try to hit all social media platforms, which is Facebook. I'm pretty much on there a lot. Instagram on there. I'm trying to watch while I'm talking. That's it. So that's the Cash App. But I don't know if I said YouTube or not, but Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, uh, not on Twitter really. I don't. That's a whole nother world for me.
I get it.
um,
Now,
uh,
what is your Instagram and what's your Facebook so they can follow you?
so Facebook, I go. I have two. It's well three. So for the music is Adige, just plain Adige. For finding myself remedy is just that, finding myself remedy. And then for just my regular page is Tiana Adige McKinney. So that's the three for Facebook. For Instagram, it's Tiana underscore Adige. And Tiana, by the way, has the two N's, TIANNA. So for either one you put it on, it's the two N's. For YouTube, you have it down below. It's the Adige music videos. Um, Finding Myself Remedy also has one, and just as it is, all seeming to be one word, spelled the way it sounds and the way it's originally spelled. But like I said, I'm pretty much all over, trying to keep up with everything, being my own everything, business manager, artist, you name it.
I get
um,
it. Oh, it says that right. I just put find myself remedy. I might not spelled it right. So let's see.
um, that's right. What fun? Yep. No. Take you can take the A out of remedy. Uh,
I had it out at first. I put it in. I'm glad.
I know, right?
Yeah. Okay, check it down.
But yeah. hmm So
Yes.
then that's on Facebook and YouTube. So you can catch the interviews on either one. I try to stay up to date when I post them, just to let people know that this is what's going on. This is what I'm talking about this week. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do a little switcheroo and get back into the visual part of it, because I was doing the phone calls at first, since the pandemic was kind of hindering people from meeting in person at that time. So we'll see what happens. We
Okay.
will.
I look forward to seeing you do great things. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to see your stuff everywhere. Everybody bump into it. Maybe come to one of my conferences and come on and perform. I really want you to come this weekend and perform. By way, it's like the last minute that kind of asked you. But we're going to do some more book signings and sip and read. So I want to have you come and just perform for us.
Okay. All right. We shall see.
Yeah, let's look at that and talk about it and see what we can do to get you out here. And I have my youth conference every October. I didn't have it last year because of the pandemic, of course, but this year, preferably I'll be able to have it and just try to. And I have a nonprofit. You can be my daughter. I just love to have you kind of sow into the lives of young women some positive energy, because they need that, and realize that you could still be cute and dope and be positive with it, because right
Mhm.
now a lot of the poison out here it's pretty girls, but they're just spitting out a lot of poison, and it's a lot of unhealthy adults that like the poison, so it makes it easy for the young people to hear the poison. So I'm glad you're doing something positive. You keep up the good work. I know you will, because I know you got a young princess looking at you, so you don't have no choice but to do
Yeah.
what you're doing, so she can continue to just see a great light and be just like it, and greater. Thank you for your time. Tell
Thank
us
you.
again how we can reach out to you, how we can go into you. I know it's on the bottom of the screen, but just let them know how we can help.
Um, just I mean, however you feel led. Honestly, I don't ask people for much of anything actually. But if it's something that you're led to do, I mean, like it's on the screen as she said. The YouTube channel is there for that. The Cash App is there. The Finding Myself Remedy is just a conglomerate of a lot of things that I'm into. So I'm trying to have an avenue for everything. Even with the designing, I do that as well. Try to put that on my personal one.
What are you
So
designing?
so I've been doing it for apparels. So it's kind of like at the bottom of my personal page on Facebook.
Okay.
since I've jumped into the whole remedy thing. But it's been a graphic design for a good minute. I was gonna say I have my latest ones are on my page, like I said, and I may have a picture of those. But if you just go to my social medias, you'll pretty much see what I've been doing, and uh, I just plan to tap into pretty much everything over the summer.
Oh, I'm
Hopefully,
excited. Well, so you design for other people too?
I can, but the confidence thing, once again, it's just homebound. So it's like the CD covers, like the pictures and things. You know what? By the way, every picture that you see for the Finding Myself Remedy is what I did. So that type of graphic design. So I'm just kind of tweaking it a little bit more just to get better and better. But each of those I've done those. So
You did a great job, and we have to talk because I have some stuff I need done. Maybe we can kind of
okay. She
let's
said
chit chat. Yeah, I'm just saying,
okay.
maybe you just might want to just try on me.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm not gonna hold you. I thank you again, Adige. Tiana. I mean, Tiana.
Yeah.
I
You
said it
got
right.
it. You got
Thank you, Lord. I be messing up with these names, Lord have mercy.
it.
I thank you for giving me some of your time. I thank you for sharing with me and my audience, my guests, what you do, because you do some dope stuff. I look forward to hearing some more good music, some lyrics. I'm proud of you making beats. You make all kind of beats. Like, can you make me a beat or something? I don't know. So we got to talk
I
about that
just
too. Yeah,
I
let's
just won it.
let's talk. I'm serious because we got the wine out, the candles out, the lingerie finna come out. We got the clothing already out. Get some beats now. Hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
never know. Wow, we're gonna try all kind of stuff. So let's I'm gonna let you rest tonight. So I'm not gonna bug you tonight, but I do want to get with you, and I want to ask you to do some stuff for me.
Okay.
And check your Cash App out and everything. We'll talk later. Thanks
Okay.
again for being a part of EY's conversation for elevation. Thanks for giving me some of your time. I really appreciate it. Thanks for sharing your gift. Continue to shine bright like a diamond because you are a diamond in God's eyes. And I'm grateful that he shared you with us, and I thank you for all that you do. Keep being a great mom. Keep being a great light. Keep doing your thing, girl. And I said, you already on the challenge. You said you can start working more on it. So, hey,
Yes.
I'm going to have to check up on you. So if I call you, be like, girl, stop calling my phone because I hate texting. So I'll be calling. I call you all the time. Like, hey, you're like, did you just call me? Yeah, it was me. I be calling. I don't be texting, but I do call. So don't worry. I'll be checking in on you, making sure you do what you're doing because we need you. We need good, clean stuff out here that's positive.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in the package of beauty. People like presentations, everything, even though I want to address the pigs, still people like pretty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a pretty young lady and you got positive words coming out of your mouth. And we need that more for the community of our young women, So I appreciate you. All right. You have a great night. Thank you so very much for your time. Any final words you want to say?
No, just stay encouraged. That's it.
All right. Well, thank you so very much. You have a great night. And guys, thanks for watching. If you want to do something great, support my young lady here on the line, this dope queen here. Give her something. Send something to her. Just let God touch her heart. She ain't asking. I'm asking. I'm not asking. I'm kind of telling you. Be a blessing to her because she's doing great things. And you do it. It's great ground. And God will bless you. I ain't trying to it's ain't a church show. This is just the reality is if you sow on good ground, the harvest is just unbelievable. I tell you, I've been sowing and God this weekend showed out and sowed back. I mean, I can't even talk about it, but it ain't about me. It's about you, Adige. So please, guys, follow her. Subscribe to her YouTube channel. Subscribe to her. Follow her on Facebook and all social media platforms. And sow a seed. Ask God to, give a seed, something, anything. I don't care. She don't care. She's not asking. So just be a blessing just because you want to be a blessing. I'm just saying, instead of buying McDonald's, sow a seed into the ministry. I'm just saying her gift. I don't eat McDonald's, but that's some inexpensive food. They could just sow $5. I'm just saying, and you're not asking for anything. She didn't ask me to do this. It's something I feel led to do. So I'm telling y'all to do it because she's doing a great thing. And when you see young women doing great things, you should just give into it just because she's doing great things. If you have any questions, her Cash App is on the bottom of the thing, her YouTube's on the bottom of the thing. So you have no excuses because everything that you need is on here. If you missed it, you can watch the replay. And if you missed it, you can go on my website and watch it. If you missed it, you can go to my YouTube and watch it. If you missed it, you can watch it on Facebook again. I'm just saying. So it's no excuses. $MYATIM. All right. Y'all have a great night. This is Eugenie Yvette, and we're signing out.
See ya.